sweet gingerbread made with molasses. My heart skipped and I reacted. Can't believe that this is happening, like a present sent from God. Sleigh bells singing hallelujah, stars are shining on us too. I wanna thank you, baby. You make it feel like Christmas. Thought I was done for thought.
Hey people, it's me and today is Ruby Tuesday. So for today's video I have another Ruby the Reindeer video for you guys. And this is like the second last Ruby the Reindeer video, so I'm kind of sad about that. So for today's video I'm going to be showing you guys 5 DIY Christmas gifts that you can give to anyone really, and these are also ways to sort of spice up the gifts that you already bought. So all of the supplies that I'm using in this video I either already had at home or I went out and I bought it from my local Dollarama. So that means that these DIYs are very cheap and super duper easy. Anyone can do them. So let's go. So for this first DIY we are going to be making some ornaments, and these ornaments are very customizable and can be changed up very easily to the person that you are giving this to. So all that I'm using are 4 clear ornaments because I will be giving it to my 4 teachers that I have. Now all that I'm going to be doing is taking out the pictures that are in the ornaments because I do not know these people, and I'm going to be putting in Christmas confetti, and this includes gold angels, red Santas, silver snowflakes, and green Christmas trees. And I'm going to be evenly dividing up the confetti and putting it into each ornament so that each ornament has a mix of each of the confetti.
You're not gonna find another girl like her in a million years.
Now that all that I'm going to be doing is putting back together the ornaments as well as the top that has the string on it, and I'm going to be doing that to all 4 of the ornaments. Then with green stickers on each ornament I put on the last initials of each of my teachers, and this just makes the ornament look more festive and customized, and this is the end result. And with this you can give a candy cane because that's what I'm doing, or any other small gift.
Yeah, what a right time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time.
The second DIY I'm going to be making a treasure map. And so basically this is just another way to sort of not place your present under the Christmas tree and to place it somewhere else in your house and give the person the present is being given to a treasure map so that they can try to go and find it. So all you're going to need for this is a little bottle, and it should be as big as the map that you would want it to be. You need a piece of paper depending on the size of your bottle, and any markers or utensils to draw or color with. So all that I'm doing is I'm trying to make my paper look more rustic, I guess. So I'm trying to make the sides more wavy, but I made a mistake here. I actually folded the card into 4 quarters, and then when I put it out it looked like this. It looked wrong, and that's because I cut it along the creases. So then I just redid it, and I make the mistake so that you guys can learn. Do not cut it along the creases, cut it along the open edges of the folded paper. Afterwards, I drew a very detailed image of my house on the inside and the upstairs of it. And I did not label the rooms. I thought that it would just be more fun if the person had to guess. So with red marker, I put a red X saying you are here to show the person where they are, and a dotted line to where their present is. And so this piece of paper did not fit into my bottle, and I didn't have any other bottle at home. So don't do that, guys. Get a big enough bottle. But I improvised by just using a red ribbon when it is rolled up, and I tied it together.
What are you doing? Just play along.
For this next DIY, we are going to be making some chill pills. So this is basically just a mason jar with candy inside of it. So all that you are going to need is a mason jar, of course, and mine came with a chalk label on the front. But if yours does not, don't fret. All you have to do is make a label for it and write chill pills on the front. And I would also suggest getting candy that actually kind of look like pills, so that it would be sort of more fun and more creative. And you guys guessed it, all you have to do is fill up your jar with the candy, and that's pretty much it.
Say to me, have my life wonderful time in my you should salam. Father and just to say, never done it. I've never fun that fast someday. And just to say, never done it. I've never fun.
Go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. A jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle.
This next DIY, we are going to be making a jewelry box, and this is probably my favorite DIY out of the whole thing. So all you're going to need is any sort of cardboard box, and I wanted to be more creative and unique, so I got a circular box. And all that I'm going to be doing is I'm painting it the color that I want it to be. And since I did not have a light blue, all that I'm doing is using dark blue and adding white to it, mixing it together and just painting the bottom and the lid of the box. You can paint the inside too if you want, but I just didn't really feel like it. And here my little cousin is helping me do that, and I painted on about 2 layers of the paint. And make sure that the paint is completely dry before moving on to the next step, which is adding Mod Podge, because on the lid of the box I'm going to be putting glitter all over it. So I'm using Mod Podge for that, and I'm using a popsicle stick to apply on the Mod Podge. I really suggest not to do that. I suggest you use a foam brush, but I did not have any at home, so I just substituted it with a popsicle stick. But I'm just spreading that all over the top of the lid, and before that dries, I will be adding yellow and pink glitter. So another mistake that I made is applying the yellow on first, adding more Mod Podge, and then applying on the pink. That is definitely not what you should do. You should mix in the 2 glitters together if you are combining more than 2 colors, and then putting it on so that it looks more mixed together and not like it's mostly pink, then you try to add yellow, and then it's just a hot mess. But anyways, afterwards, just allow the glitter to dry, add on some more Mod Podge, allow that to dry, and then you are done. This last DIY, we are going to be making some Christmas bark, and this is perfect for any sort of Christmas potluck party or anyone that has a sweet tooth. So all that you're going to need is some white chocolate chips. This is the first mistake I made in this DIY, is not using white chocolate chips. I used caramel instead just to try something new, but you should definitely use white chocolate chips. Next, I'm using some candy canes, or you can use any sort of candy or toppings of your choice. And also I'm just using some Christmas jelly beans. And I've made bark in the past before, and I will leave the more successful ones in the description box down below. So for this part, all that I'm doing is putting all of the candy canes into a plastic bag. So the second mistake was not double plastic bagging this, because the candy cane dust got everywhere. So what you're going to do is you're just going to put all the candy canes into 2 Ziploc bags. You're going to put in the first one, then put that Ziploc bag into another one, okay? And then I'm just mashing it up. You should probably use a hammer, but I just use a spoon. And that's how I made my sort of toppings. And then afterwards, I divided my chocolate chips into 3 separate cups, and I microwaved that for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. And then I mixed it up all together. And then the next thing I did was leave 1 cup just as it is. Add red food coloring to 1 cup and green food coloring to another cup. Third mistake, I didn't use white chocolate, so the colors turned out to look not as great. Fourth mistake, again I added on the colors one by one when I should have spread them out evenly, so now it just looks beige. And then I added on my toppings. And fifth mistake, I decided to put on even more melted chocolate, which you should not do. If you're using a small pan like me, just use 1 bag of chocolate chips, because in the end it was way too thick. But anyways, if you don't do all those mistakes and just freeze it and break it up into pieces, it will turn out fine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave in the comments down below which DIY was your favorite. Like this video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye!